guys? Vin here, bringing you another Gears of War Judgment commentary. This time on the map Haven. Again, sorry about that. It's just a gameplay that I had. It was a good score. I think it was like... I didn't win this game, I know that much. So yeah, sorry to ruin it. But it was a decent score, I guess, by the end of the game. But today, what I wanted to talk about was, how do you view school? Or like, what are your guidelines? Like, what's important about school to you? What's not important? Is everything important? What just does school mean to you? Because I know to me, school is very important. Especially since I've gotten to college. You find that school just gets more important as time goes on. And it's not only that I'm paying for the classes, but it's also that I just found this, just passion to just want to learn things, when I'm in college. And I guess that kind of started when I was in high school, because I don't know, I wasn't the best high schooler. I wasn't like a terrible kid, but I just didn't care about my grades really, so I just kind of like wanted to go to class to talk to people and, hang out. And I never got terrible grades, but they always could have been a lot better. And my senior year was when I got the highest grades of my entire like high school career, I guess you could say. And the reason that actually happened is because I had this particular physics teacher, and his name was Mr. Schneider. And he was a very, very cool teacher. He was funny, he was smart, he knew what he was talking about. And I took like these early morning college classes with him as well. And he one day he just decided to check the grades of the kids in the classes, because they had this program called Jupiter Grades at the time. I don't know if you've ever heard about it, but I think it's out. I don't even know if it's still in place now. It's just a stupid high school grading thing. So he was checking the whole class's grades, and he went to my grades, and he saw my grades, and they weren't like, actually I'm lying. Now I would say that they're actually pretty terrible. Most of my averages were in like the 70s, 80s, and 60s. I don't know. Junior year was just such a hard year for me. I don't know why it was, but that was like the hardest. And then, he looked at me and he was like, "Vinny, I am really disappointed in you." Like, he just really said it just like that. Like, "I am really disappointed in you." And I remember thinking to myself, wow, he's like my favorite teacher, and I let him down. It's terrible when you let somebody down. And so ever since that moment, like, I've been so interested in just wanting to learn things, just be smarter than other people. It's not something that I wanted to it's not something I cared about originally, but ever since that moment, it just became very important to me to want to learn and to just want to be, well, not, I don't want to say better than everybody else, but I just want to be smarter. I don't know. No, this is making me sound like a bit of a jerk. But, I don't judge anybody who's not as smart as me. I'm not saying I'm the smartest person at all by any means. I'm actually kind of rambling right now. I should stop and just get to the next topic. But I guess that next topic would have to be what I consider to be good grades now that I'm in college. And I guess, when you get to college, your standards just completely raise as far as grades go, because, you're paying for these classes. There's no way I'm not going to make the most of the money that I am paying for these classes. So typically in college, what I would consider to be good grades is anything that is B plus and up. Any other grade I just find to be inexcusable. Like a B is like too low. Even personally, I wouldn't want to get a B plus in a class. I'd rather get an A than a B plus any day of the week. But not every class you can do that in. Some classes are a lot harder than others. I actually just took a psychology course that I got a B plus in, and I'm actually kind of upset that I got a B plus, because I did relatively well in that class, and there was only, like, I think on the first test I made a couple of stupid mistakes that cost me a 95, which would have brought me to that A. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the teacher wanted these two questions in particular to they were supposed to be one of those add E for all of the above, and I added those two to the wrong questions and got them both wrong. And that resulted in me getting an 85 on the test when I could have easily had like a 97. But I guess there's nothing you can do to change it now. And I'm also not one to drop courses either. Now, I don't know. I feel like you're paying all the money. You may as well stick with the class. Some people don't want to get the grade on their record, but if you're going to have to take it again. My college, they have this thing where if you fail a class, the F is on your, your transcript, but then you can get rid of the F. by taking the class again. If you take the class again and get a better grade, that F goes away automatically. Now, I'm still not going to go out and try to fail a class, but that doesn't mean that, actually I would sweat it. I can't even say that I wouldn't be upset if I started failing a class. Either way, the point of this whole discussion is that I've been thinking a lot lately that, I want to be that type of person that has like 8 degrees. Well, not 8 degrees, but I want to have more than 1 degree because, I don't know. I think there's always like something to learn, there's something more that you can always continue to do with your life. You don't have to just be set in stone where you are. And it's always good to have more than 1 degree. You can always fall back on something. And yes, that does cost a lot of money to have more than 1 degree. But I mean, if you have a degree and you have enough money, there's no reason why you shouldn't go back to school and just learn more things. There's nothing that's ever gonna hurt you by trying to learn more things, And even just sitting on YouTube, it's good to just learn things, and things that'll be helpful to you at maybe some point in time. I can't tell you how many things I've learned off of just YouTube that have come in handy in one way or another, whether it be in class or just around. But either way, this guy wow, Jesus. This commentary has come to an end, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and do me a favor and have a nice day.